Welcome back to World Crisis Radio. This is Webster Tarpley here in Washington, D.C. Notice when we had the judicial murder this week of Troy Davis in Georgia, a lot of people focused on the Supreme Court. People have almost forgotten what a president might do. Powers of the presidency have atrophied in all positive senses under Obama. Obama could have stopped that judicial murder. Obama could pardon anybody he wants. So if Troy Davis was unjustly murdered judicially by the state of Georgia, that's exactly where the president is supposed to come in and prevent that miscarriage of justice. The president shall take care that the laws be faithfully enforced. Well, he didn't, and it looks like innocence is no defense. So again, you hear the thesis that Obama is engaged in domestic genocide with that payroll tax cut that undermines Social Security, at least in the medium term, and his willingness to put Medicare on the table. His hostility to the main New Deal and Great Society and New Frontier reforms is total. So let's now keep up with our constant study. We got basically the next two segments, two ways to get rid of Obama. The second segment will be a primary challenger, and these can go together. But right now, we've got the question of legal action to expose the fact that Obama is not qualified to be president of the United States. Now, we have our friend, attorney Phil Berg in Philadelphia. And Phil, you told us in past weeks you've been preparing a book. I hope you're going to tell us what the status of the book is and give us some idea of the content so maybe people can begin with pre-orders.
Well, it's a good idea. Thank you. My pleasure to be on with you. The book's 90% done. The tentative title is The Greatest Hoax in the History of the United States. We don't have a start date yet, but it'll give the background on this case, and it'll just lay out the facts. The big thing is, when I filed my first lawsuit over 3 years ago, I stated, if I'm wrong, show me the documents, prove me wrong, I'll withdraw my lawsuit. It didn't happen because Obama is a fraud, okay? Obama belongs in jail. People around him, Michelle and other people around him, also belong in jail. And I'm going to do everything in our power. Now, I note there's a case that's up for conference this Monday before the United States Supreme Court on the same issue coming out of California. I hope that succeeds because, as I said all along, I don't care who crosses the finish line first. The goal of our efforts is to get rid of Obama because he does not constitutionally eligible to be in the White House.
So, but I have interrupt you. When you say up for conference, what does that mean? I'm not sure what I know what that means, and I'm sure listeners may not be either.
Sure. When cases go to the Supreme Court, you file a writ of certiorari asking the court to review a certain matter. The court gets these, and they're reviewed supposedly by all the justices, but most of them go to what's called conference. And at the conference, the 9 justices discuss the case. Now, I don't know how long they discuss it because it could be all pre-decided. But at that time, they need 5 justices, 5 out of the 9, to say that they want to hear the case. And that's why you always hear words from the Supreme Court, the court has decided to hear a case. And if not, it's closed. That's it. So it's up to that conference to make a decision. So on Monday, it's the Keys case is coming up, and I doubt that they're going to do anything because the Supreme Court up to now has not dealt with this issue. They're in Obama's pocket, and it's a shame for our country because the justices of the U.S. Supreme Court are sworn to uphold the Constitution, as are members of the U.S. Senate and U.S. House, and the various judges that I brought my cases in front of, my 3 cases in federal court, and I tried 4 injunctions to the U.S. Supreme Court. So they're against us, and they shouldn't be, because there's nothing more important than our U.S. Constitution. So we're pushing forth with a book. We're also pushing forth with some other ideas which I'm not ready to discuss. I hope it works out. If it does, it'll be, I think, a big effort. I think what's helping us now is that Obama's dropping in the polls. Now, see, the Republicans are happy about it. I think the Democrats are dismayed. And I think what might happen, if he continues to drop in the polls, I can see perhaps that the Democrats who don't want to lose the White House and don't want to lose the Senate do something to get rid of Obama. And how would they get rid of Obama? They would make me a star because they would come up with the real, true, valid birth certificate from Mombasa, Kenya, showing, because that's where Obama was born. And I think someone's holding onto that card for the right time. I mean, Obama yesterday spoke at the United Nations, and after that he went to Ohio-Kentucky Bridge and was talking about fixing or replacing that bridge. Well, that's not shovel-ready jobs. I mean, that might take the same men that are working on it now. And at the Republican debate last night, if people heard it, I forget who it was, but he said that his two dogs, or his neighbor's two dogs, have more shovel-ready than Obama does in this program. But what's he doing?
Let me ask you something, though. You say that the California case is the Keyes case. Can you tell us, who is that? Is that Alan Keyes? Is it Orly Tates? Who's behind it?
I really don't know. I just saw it up. It's Alan Keyes. Orly was involved in that case. I don't think she is at this point. I think they got rid of her, but I'm not sure. Whoever it is, and I have no faith, you know that, in Orly Tates, but whoever is behind the case, if the case can move on, what would happen is if the justices decide to hear the case, then they give time for the parties to file briefs, and they would probably hear the case in 2, 3, 4 months. So let's hope for that, because no matter, like I said, I don't care who's behind it if it can move forward. But I have my serious doubts that the Supreme Court's going to do anything other than they have with my cases, and that's reject the cases. But we can't stop. I mean, America, you got to wake up out there, because Obama is destroying this country. And I will continue to do my efforts with the book that we're finishing up, and also some other ideas we're working on. And Webster, you're in my corner because I've been on your show more than anybody else. I mean, more than any other show I've been on. This is going on 3 years. And I commend you for sticking with this topic. And I'm not going to stop, everyone. And if you can, go to our website, which is obamacrimes.com. That's OBAMACRIMES.com. And send it to everyone you know. The more people who become aware of this situation, the better we are. So,
Bill, just one other thing. You know, this Ulster man, I think I sent you these things. The idea is if you want to get Obama out, you first got to get Eric Holder out. And this could happen over that gun running question, Operation Fast and Furious, the gun running that turned into killings of U.S. federal officers, and or this green jobs fiasco where the company was now raided by the FBI. In other words, you have any idea of moves to dump Eric Holder? Because he was the one, I recall, who intervened through one of his minions in one of your cases at a critical time, right, to prevent the courts from doing anything.
Sure. I asked that he step down for conflicts of interest, and he didn't. I asked for a special prosecutor, and they did not give it to me. You're right. Eric Holder is the key, and hopefully on this gun thing, which is outrageous, it's just outrageous what is going on in the Obama White House. And don't forget all the 30 or 40 or 50 people that he's appointed there. Give me the word. I'm drawing the
czars.
His czars. Yeah, his czars.
In the House of Romanov.
Right. And his czars are not confirmed by the U.S. Senate. So we have to move ahead on Obama. ObamaCrimes.com, and I thank you very much for having me on again.
We're looking forward to that book. That's going to be a big moment.
Okay.
We'll see you soon, Bill. Back in a minute on World Crisis Radio.